This is the 2012 Volvo C70 T5 edition. It does have a turbocharged 5-cylinder motor that develops 250 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque. It's rated at 18 and 28 miles a gallon in town and on the freeway, and it is mated to a 5-speed automatic transmission. This car weighs about 3,800 pounds, and price is configured right now is about $51,000. These do start at about 45, just south of 45 rather. And as you can see, this one is clearly a convertible, and good looking car. I really like the rims on it. Been driving it for a little while now, and let's see if I can get the trunk open and I'll show you what this thing looks like when the hardtop's folded down. There we go. So as you can see with the top down, there is very limited trunk space. There is a little bit under here, but that's about all you got with that top down. So definitely not going to be packing much in there if you're going to be doing this on a summer drive. But that's not an issue that's alone to this car. Most hardtop convertibles have very limited trunk space. This does, however, have a little bit more than the Infiniti G37S that I looked at last year when its top was down. So not a bad effort on Volvo's part. I like the fact that they at least give you something. And we'll go inside here and take a look around. This one does have the rollover protection as well. Nice thud to the door there. Has a good solid feel to it. This one does have some really nice looking gauges. I like them. I like the little metallic outlay on them. I like how easy they are to read. They light up very well at night. And then of course we got the middle console here, which is kind of cool. It's got this brushed aluminum kind of look to it, but it's not really aluminum. At least it doesn't feel like it. It feels more of a textured kind of cloth material or something, kind of microfiber or something. But has a really nice clean look to it. It is interesting to note how Volvo did this design where all the buttons are kind of scrunched together. They're not very big buttons. I'm not sure why they did it that way, but overall it seems to work. There is additional storage back here. There's the remote. Go into that in a second. Probably wondering why there's a remote control. So you do have a couple cup holders here. This slides back. Of course, this puts the top down. A little power outlet there, and then inside the console here you have a USB and audio input as well for MP3. And this one is not a push button start. It has a turn knob here. As long as the key's inside the car, you can go ahead and start that. I gotta say that this car, hands down, has the best sounding audio system I have ever heard in any stock car. The bar has now been raised, and I don't know what kind of speakers, what kind of amplification they're using in here, but they did a bang up job. The system does support various playback modes. I'll go through those here in a second. So right now I got it on Bluetooth audio. There's of course CD, satellite radio, 1 and 2, auxiliary, USB, and of course Bluetooth. So overall they did a great job. There is this CD right there, and there's additional one in the glove box there. So very nice. Very happy with the way it sounds. I can't even begin to really properly translate how good it sounds on the video. I would crank it up, but it would be all distorted. So as you might have noticed a second ago, it does have this little remote, and this one, if you hit that, it pops up the display there. And now we have GPS. So I'm not sure, it's kind of funny that they gave a wireless remote to control this all. It's not a touch screen, and I guess you're supposed to use this remote while you're driving. I don't really get it. But it's kind of quirky. It seems to work. I mean, I don't know if it's the best design ever, but I guess it would make sense that they would want to give you a remote because it is kind of far away from the driver. But it's a first for me. Volvo did a really good job on the stitched leather design and the tactical feel of all the surfaces in this car. This fit and finish is very, very well done, and I couldn't be more pleased, frankly. Yeah, it has a little bit of plastic componentry, like the door handle here, and this kind of a vinyl material here, but still remains that nice stitched look. And of course, there's additional storage in each door as well. Not a ton of leg room. This seat is back here now for probably somebody that 5'5" inches tall or so. Leg room, but that's pretty indicative of most two-door convertibles that I've looked at so far that are available in the market. But anyway, if you're at all in the price range of the low 40s to the low 50s, and you want to check out what Volvo's doing with the C70, I would highly encourage you to get out and book a test drive. I don't think you're going to be disappointed. It has Decent power. It's not near enough in my opinion for the price. I like the Infinity better when it comes to that. It'll be interesting, I guess, to see what Volvo does long term. I wish they would drop a V6 in this bad boy or something. My only complaint really with this car is the lack of power that it should have given its respective price point. You know, the competition out there, for example, the Infinity that I mentioned earlier has about 100 more horse, well, about 90 more horsepower roughly, and it's rear wheel drive. This is front wheel drive. They did a good job of minimizing torques here. I didn't really get a whole lot of that, but if I'm talking that kind of power, I want power to the rear wheels and I want a more fun driving experience. So I wish Volvo would take that into mind, maybe in future models, and we'll see what happens. But nevertheless, it's still a great driving car. Had a lot of fun in it, and if you are at all interested in a convertible 2-door coupe, then I would highly recommend you get out and test drive this one. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you down the road.